What it do, wrestling world, and welcome to Over the Top Rope Wrestling Show. It's your boy, Mr. Steel Yo Dibs, and I'm with my brother from another. Y'all know who he is. Make sure you stay tantalizing. Tony, my brother, what's going on?
Woohoo! What's up, Mr. JB, the only Mr. Steel Yo Dibs?
Work, my brother. Work, and more work. I cannot wait till the day after Christmas when all this heavy work can just go away.
I
That's
know
all
you
I
work,
can say.
you work for UPS, as another one of my good friends does. Nelson, he
Hmm.
works for UPS as well. So I know how many pieces you're getting a day, bro. I know you're getting a lot of pieces. I
Yes.
know it is a lot of work. It is not something I want to do. No, I'm sorry.
But hey, something got to pay the bills, though, right?
Yep.
There we go. There we go. So we got a quick show for y'all today. Ask your questions. Give us your comments. My main man, Tantalizing Tony, will be at Final Battle today. Real Final Battle. He's going. That's gonna
Ring
be
of Honor.
our last topic that we're gonna talk about today. I'll talk about the memories and all that good stuff. But with that being said, let's start off with talking about Jeff Hardy being released from the WWE. Um, Word got out that he had just exited a match and walked away, and then the video came out, and then it came out that WWE released him, and they only released him due to the fact that he declined to go into rehab. Now, my brother, you may disagree with me, you may agree with me. We'll see here in a second. But you work for you work driving buses and limos and all that good stuff also, am I correct?
Yes, sir.
I work for UPS and I also have my own Taekwondo school that's a part of the American Taekwondo Association. Even though, as of right now, you're not doing your job and I'm not doing mine and we're doing this, at the same time, we still represent those companies. So if we happen to do something,
Ho
there's a chance that we may lose our jobs.
ho.
Jeff Hardy here had a chance to still keep his job, but he declined to receive any help. So, what else was WWE supposed to do? You represent that company. Now we know Jeff has had been fighting demons for years, and right now we don't know what demons he could be fighting. We don't know. He may not be back on alcohol. We just don't know. But when you represent a company and you already have this rep of what you've done in the past and you decline help, they're not going to keep you. So I cannot fault WWE for what they did. I hated that it had to be Jeff because I'm a big Jeff Hardy fan. I said it on this show. I wanted Jeff to go for the world title and universal title. At least get one more run. But my brother, in my opinion, they did the right thing. What do you think?
So there's a couple ways that you can come at this from. So let's go from this aspect. Yes, we both have jobs, and the thing about this is, yes, you have to carry yourself a certain way. But he was at work. He was on the job, so he was at work, and the report was that Jeff Hardy was stumbling or staggering, or he just didn't look like himself. As you well know, back in TNA, he was involved in a match with Sting, and he was inebriated or high or whatever the case may be.
Hmm.
So, if this happened on the job, which it apparently did, and he walked off and he was removed from TV, he was taken off the road, sent home. It's of course the federation or his employer's discretion to say, listen, you're not performing up to ability, so we're sending you home. Now, that's number one. Number two, if they did offer, if it was a substance abuse issue and WWE investigated this and that was to be true, and it was investigated fully, and Jeff Hardy was found that he was inebriated, if he failed a drug test, whatever, and he offered him rehab and declined, that's on him. Now you made a comment about him fighting demons, and this might get a little deep and it might offend some people. I'm over Jeff Hardy and his so-called demons, and I'm gonna tell you why. Jeff Hardy has ability that people would kill to have. He has talent that wrestlers such as myself don't possess. I can't do the thing Jeff Hardy can do. I can't do a swanton bomb. I can't be in a match that capacity. I can never be in a WrestleMania main event. I can never carry the WWE title. I can never carry the IC title, mind you. I might get lucky and get into the audience, and maybe one day some big guy picks me out of the crowd, like some little bastard named Nicholas, and puts me in. Maybe I could be a tag team champion. That maybe could happen one day, but even that is 1 in a million. So for these things to be like, oh, his demons, and he's a grown man. He's 44 years old at this point. He's been dealing with these issues for over 20 some odd years with his drug, his alcohol. How many chances are you going to give this guy? I personally don't care. I like Jeff Hardy. I like Jeff Hardy as a wrestler. I don't know him as a person. I met his brother a couple of times. They seem to be very nice people. I don't have a problem with Jeff Hardy. What I have a problem with is that how many chances are you going to give this guy? How many times are you going to bail this guy out? He has been on TV. He worked for TNA. He was on a pay-per-view, high, drunk. Right there alone. If I get drunk on my job, I'm fired.
Correct.
And are you? You fail a drug test UPS, you're fired. I work for the state of Delaware. If I fail a drug test, I lose my job. So Jeff Hardy has these issues, and I'm not judging him for having issues because I've had family members with drug issues. I've had friends with drug issues. I still talk to people that have that's not nothing to be ashamed of. But when someone offers you help and you don't take it, goodbye. But here's the flip side of that. I know I'm going a little long-winded, but I wanted to explain myself. Here's the flip side. What if Jeff Hardy wasn't happy there, and Jeff Hardy used this to get out of his contract?
You think so?
Well, here's the thing. How many people have been released from WWE in the last 6 months, 8 months since the pandemic? Let's name a few. Keith Lee, Karrion Kross, Aleister Black. The list goes on and on. And Ravish Richie, the co-host of the Tantalizing Tony Wrestling Show, I agree with what he says. Hardy might have pulled a stunt to get out. He knows what would have got him out. Was this a way to get out of his contract? Now, we don't know this for sure, but this could definitely be. This is a valid point. So there's two sides of the coin. On the left side, where if Jeff Hardy was released because of his substance abuse issues, good riddance to Jeff Hardy, because you have blown an opportunity that I would kill for. So bye. If he pulled a stunt to get out, I sort of respect that a little bit, because listen, WWE right now is a sinking ship. And when I say this, not that the company's going to fold, but the talent they're letting go is people they shouldn't let go.
That's correct.
Keith Lee shouldn't have been let go. Braun Strowman, as much as I didn't think he was a great talent wrestling-wise, should never let him go. So maybe Jeff Hardy sees the writing on the wall. He says, well, I'm probably next. I'm going to try to get out now so I can get this 90 days out of the way, and I can show up somewhere else, instead of waiting until he released me after WrestleMania. I have to wait till the summer. So that's my take.
You make a good point. I just don't see Jeff Hardy ever doing that, but I could be wrong. Don't get me wrong. That's just hard to picture. I didn't even think of that. Jeff Hardy would pull a stunt just to get out of a contract. But it's seems a possibility. That it is. I'm not disagreeing with you. And it seems we're on the same page in regards to representing the company, doing the right thing. You on the job when this happened. and WWE had to wash their hands with him. And I agree with you. He's had multiple chances to get his life situated, to break away from his demons. How many more chances can one guy get? I totally agree with you. Now, I wish the best for Jeff Hardy. I really
don't.
do. You don't wish the best for him.
I'm gonna tell you why. I've learned something in this business, and I've learned it from being now a professional YouTuber, as they say, or an influencer. I don't like that word, but just dealing at WrestleCade, dealing with
Yeah.
people, I don't sympathize with anybody because nobody sympathizes with me. I
Right.
mean, nobody cares on the small guy on the totem pole with only 3,100 subscribers, and I'm trying to get to 20,000, 30,000. No one at WrestleCade would say, "Hey, let's get on this guy's show. Let's do a no." Everybody's about money. So this business is about money. I don't got no sympathy for Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy lives in a giant mansion. Jeff Hardy lives on a compound. He's doing really well. He has enough money to buy drugs and alcohol. So if he wants to flush his life down the toilet, that's on him. Wishing him the best. I don't know if that's the term I would even use. Good luck in your future endeavors.
I wish him the best. I wish he can go. I wish he can overcome all these adversities that's happening to him. Now I get what
But
you're saying. I get
yeah,
what
let
you're saying.
me say this to you. Not to cut you, but let's have a real conversation about this. There's so many, and people might feel offended, and I don't care. I'm so tired of these elitist, upper echelon, top of the food chain people. Oh my God, I'm having so many problems. So let me go revert to drugs. Look, we all have issues, okay? But the one thing Jeff Hardy has that not a lot of people have is opportunity, money.
Correct. Yes.
He has enough. If he really wanted to help himself, then he would use all the money he has to get proper treatment, to stay in treatment, to see a counselor, to get the help he needs, to talk to someone, to have a therapist, to have a psychologist, to have a psychiatrist. Whatever, he has the resources. Not to mention, he works for a company that pays for everything.
That pays for it. Yes.
One thing is this that I will give WWE credit for. John Moxley, who went into rehab, right?
Yes.
WWE offered to pay
for
for
it. Yes, they are.
and he works for AEW. So
That's right.
I have no sympathy for Jeff Hardy. Okay, I think Jeff Hardy's a great talent. I think he's a great wrestler. He is a future Hall of Famer. I take nothing away from Jeff Hardy, the wrestler, but Jeff Hardy, the person who he's exercising his demons. Guess who exercised their demons and landed on top? Eddie Guerrero. Eddie Guerrero got the help he needed. He became WWE champion, and he never fell off the wagon. He fought his demons, and he won. Jeff Hardy's had one chance. What? Two chances? What? The hell with Jeff Hardy and all his chances. So I'm over this. I'm over people. It's not just Jeff Hardy. It's the community. If you want help, you can get it. I don't want to hear that I fell off the wagon. Okay, you fell off once, you fell off twice. Fall off 55 times. You don't deserve my sympathy. You don't deserve my well wishes. You don't deserve my prayers. Because Jeff Hardy, you got money. You got bread. I live in Claymont, one of the poorest towns in Delaware, and you live in North Carolina in a mansion, and you got the money to get help. I have no sympathy.
That's great. I don't disagree with what you're saying. But am I wrong for hoping that he can still get his life together?
No, you are. Listen, bro. I would never fault anybody for having faith in somebody because faith is everything. Your faith is everything. You should have faith in people. I'm saying this. I pray that he gets himself together. But how many times is he going to do this? How many times is he going to disappoint? Forget the fans, his family, his self.
Yeah.
Okay, I will judge nobody. I'm not God. I will judge no one. But if you're going to put yourself in the public eye, if you're going to make people look up to you, if you're going to put yourself in a position where people want to be like you, and he wants to I'll tell you what I want to do on this show. I want to inspire people. I want people to follow their dreams. So how's a little kid like my little Mikey or another little kid out there going to say, I want to be like Jeff Hardy, but Jeff Hardy's a drug addict and can't get his shit together?
Correct. Correct.
I'm hot today.
You rolling today. Not the type of role model that you want to follow. Not at all.
Right,
Even though every role model is not perfect, but
right.
like how you saying every chance he gets chance after chance after chance, but goes back and makes mistake after mistake after mistake after mistake.
Let me make one more point.
Yes.
I'm going to use you as an example.
Yes, sir.
How long we know each other now? 5 years, 6 years? About that,
We've
right?
known each other since WrestleMania 33 in Orlando, so we're going on 5 years.
Well, right. So here's a perfect example. Bobby asked me about, your background, your taekwondo, all that stuff, right?
Yes.
I see how much dedication and how much focus and how much, you have to be mentally and spiritually strong to do what Jared does. That's the kind of man I want my son to look up to. You're not rich, you're not breaking the bank, but you give off an aura of respect. You value $1. You work hard. You value that Taekwondo is a way to teach people discipline and to teach them how to further their way, not just in hand-to-hand combat, but in their life.
That's right.
How to be a productive person in society, man, woman, transgender, whatever you are, LGBTQ, IA, WWE, NIWC, whatever letter you want to use. You are someone I would tell my kids, follow Mr. Steal Your Dibs. Don't follow Jeff Hardy. So my thing is this. He's in the public eye. Millions and millions of people watch him, as do The Rock. Millions of people watch The Rock. If you got to choose a role model, who are you choosing?
Oh, The Rock. Definitely.
So that's my thing. Jeff Hardy is someone that people look. He calls himself the charismatic enigma.
Yes.
What's so charismatic about being a bum drug addict that can't get his stuff together? When I'm sitting here and I'm cutting a promo now but promos are real. I'm sitting here on a Saturday afternoon looking at the clock because I got to drive to Baltimore to cover a show to hopefully get 50 more subscribers to further my dream. And this guy has the chance to be the WWE champion. He's a Triple Crown, a Grand Slam champion, and he can't get together. I'm about to say it. You know what? Here comes the F-bomb. F you, Jeff Hardy.
And ladies and gentlemen, we will end the Jeff Hardy topic on that note. Moving on. If you watch NXT, maybe we saw the last of Johnny Gargano on NXT. Maybe we saw the last of Kyle O'Reilly on NXT. I'll let you start off, Tantalizing Tony. Are these two guys leaving the WWE/NXT?
Yes and yes. I want to say one more thing about Jeff Hardy. If he pulled this to get out, thumbs up to Jeff Hardy. I can respect that. Anyway, Johnny Gargano, Johnny Wrestling, and Kyle O'Reilly. Let me tell you, I think this is the end. I think it's the last we see of them in a WWE ring. And God bless him going over to AEW. Number one, Kyle O'Reilly, go reunite with Adam Cole, baby, and Bobby Fish. Go get 3/4 of Undisputed Era. Technically, Undisputed Era was only the 3 of them.
They were the original 3, yes.
They're the original 3, so they may be missing Roderick Strong, but it was only 3 originally. They threw Roderick in last minute. That was a swerve. So, God bless them. Johnny Gargano is a different story entirely because the WWE was his dream.
Yes.
His dream. He idolizes Shawn Michaels. It's who he wanted to meet. It's who he wanted to be like. But the problem with Johnny Gargano is this. It's not his problem. It's the WWE's problem. They can't pull the trigger on smaller talent that can wrestle. Johnny Gargano, arguably one of the top 5 wrestlers in the world. Wrestlers. Could he go against Roman Reigns and draw money? Probably not. Because Roman Reigns they can't sell that main event at WrestleMania. They could sell Brock Roman again. They could sell Rock Brock. They could sell Rock Roman. They could sell Roman Drew. They could sell Roman Lashley. You can't sell Roman Gargano.
You don't think if they brought Gargano up like they did Daniel Bryan, you don't think it could happen?
No.
Okay.
Daniel Bryan was the exception to the rule, and Daniel Bryan didn't go against Roman Reigns. He went against Randy Orton and Batista. No disrespect to Randy Orton, but he was in a triple threat. Okay? He has never main evented WrestleMania one-on-one. Daniel Bryan did. Daniel Bryan was in a main event a feud against Kofi Kingston. Was not the main event.
It wasn't.
So I don't think Johnny Gargano, not that Johnny Gargano doesn't have the gravitas, he doesn't have the skills to do it. I don't think he has the name notoriety and the that it factor that Vince is looking for to put him in the main event at a WrestleMania.
I think Kyle O'Reilly is gone. I think he is AEW bound 100%, and it pretty much told me when he threw up the Undisputed Era at NXT Takeover, I pretty much knew then he's gone.
I popped, bro. I popped.
Yeah.
What?
Right. Out of nowhere. As far as Johnny Gargano, now his shirts are now on Pro Wrestling Tees. You know, pretty much where independent wrestlers and free agents send their shirts. I think Johnny's gonna take time off just for a little bit. He has a kid on the way. But I really believe we're not going to see Johnny Gargano back on NXT. I don't think there's anything left for Johnny Gargano to do on NXT. He's done it all, from North American Championship, Tag Team Championship, NXT Champion. He had his own faction. What else is there for him to do on NXT? Pretty much nothing. And they want to get the younger talent out there more in NXT. Brian Breaker, Carmelo Hayes, to name a couple. I really think that we're about to see Johnny Gargano re-sign with WWE and go with either SmackDown or Raw. I really think so. I don't. You know, I'm about to buy me one of those. I'm gonna start doing that to you. I promise you. But anyway, I think so. I don't think he's gonna leave the company. I think he sees that he has to do something else, a new challenge, and I think that new challenge is the main roster. That's my opinion. Jason Stauffer right here. He believes he stays in NXT and he wrestles Grayson Waller. Grayson Waller did attack him during his speech. But I don't know. I think he stays. You don't think so? You think he's gone?
I'm gonna say one thing before I get on that. If you're new to Jared's channel, if you came over from my channel, hit that subscribe button. Mr. Steal Dibs. Subscribe to Mr. Steal Dibs. Hit the likes, hit the notifications so you know when Jared's on at all times. He hasn't been doing much lately just because of work and everything, but trust me, we're in this together. We just right now he's doing his own thing. I'm doing my own thing. It's just temporary. You're gonna see a collaboration of both channels very soon. So don't panic, everybody who likes to see us together. So we're MVS for life. So don't everybody, oh my God, 21 on his own jet. No, we schedule.
Definitely.
But I like what Jason said.
Yeah.
But I don't agree. I don't agree. I don't agree he stays anywhere with the WWE company. I think the AEW's way to go. You have to realize something. He's like Daniel Bryan when it comes to aspects of wanting to wrestle. He doesn't care about the titles.
I agree.
He wants to wrestle.
Yeah.
He wants to wrestle.
Cool.
He wants to wrestle. The best wrestling right now is AEW. That's the best wrestling. I hate to say it, between you and Paul Laurier, you dragged me kicking and screaming, and now I'm glad I'm there. Ryan Blackman says, "What's up? What's up, B Cannon?
What's up, B Cannon? What's happening, my brother?" And Jason Stauffer thinks Johnny will go to Raw or SmackDown with Candice and reform the way if he doesn't feud with Grayson. Possible.
Nope. Disagree, Jason. I love you to death, but finished. I could be wrong, but I'm just saying my personal opinion. If I'm Johnny Gargano, I take this time off. I go spend time with Candice and the baby, and then I come back for whatever the main pay-per-view is for AEW.
All right. Now, moving on. There was a top 5 ranking that came out, and it was the most searched athletes. And on the female side, Sasha Banks was number 3 and Bianca Belair was number 5. What are your thoughts about 2 professional wrestlers making the top 5 of the most searched athletes in the world? Because I don't recall a professional wrestler, female, ever making this type of list. What are your thoughts?
You really want you heard my rant about Jeff Hardy, right?
That's right.
You ready for me to go deep on this one?
Let's go.
Everybody batten down the hatches and sit down because this one's going to be good. So let's start at the top. Let's go back. Let's rewind time. Let's go to April, WrestleMania.
That's right.
Main event, the women's match. Sasha Banks, the champion, going against Bianca, the challenger. They have a knockdown drag out. One of the best matches on a WrestleMania card ever. Not
That's
just
right.
men and women, ever. Okay? Bianca Belair wins the title. First time back from COVID. First time fans back in the stands. Were you there?
Yeah,
Me too.
I thought so.
Yeah, so I saw you there.
Yeah, me too.
So we witnessed history. These
Yes.
2 women go on to get ESPY awards. ESPY awards
That's right. Big.
that are reserved for people of sports.
Hmm.
Apparently, wrestling must be a sport. So now you find out that Sasha Banks, the blueprint, and I'm on my own against the wall are now the 2 top 5 search athletes. But neither one of them is champion. Where's Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair in this top 5 search athletes?
Hmm.
I don't see them anywhere. And why is that? Maybe because they're not the top 5 search athletes. But Becky Lynch is the Raw Women's Champion who beat Bianca in 26 seconds. Charlotte Flair, who leaves whenever she wants, come back when she wants, does whatever she wants. She's the champion of SmackDown. And why is this, folks? Why are these 2 women so searched but not in the main event picture? Well, I'm going to tell you. Seems like if you're a person of color in this business, people want to keep you down. And I know people might be, what? They told you to say. It's facts. It's facts. It's facts. How do you have a talent like Bianca Belair, who has everything? Want to talk about wrestling, how wrestling works? The way wrestling works, it doesn't matter about your ability. What matters is your look. What matters is your persona. What matters is your ability to talk on the mic. And Bianca has improved a lot.
Yes.
But not only that, she is a pure athlete. She is probably one of the strongest people in WWE. Yes, she will live Dewdrop at day 1. Trust me. That was a tease, what you saw. How are these 2 women, Sasha Banks, who has had matches, who has had 5-star matches with everybody, going back to take over Brooklyn 6 years ago? To me, the best all-around performer out of 4 horsewomen, including Charlotte Flair. Yes, Charlotte Flair might be the best pure athlete, but who's the best performer?
And who also makes other wrestlers better in the ring?
Sasha Banks.
Yes.
The blueprint.
Mhm.
Bianca Belair, the upstart, the prodigy, the rookie, the one that they never thought could carry it. And you're telling me, what's up, Angel? You're telling me that these 2 women aren't champions? Why? Why? So do they deserve to be top 5 mentioned and they're wrestlers? Of course. Because, of course, the mainstream media notices talent. No, doesn't notice 100% talent. The people that run in WWE. Nick Khan, who doesn't know what he's doing. Vince McMahon, who's out of touch. Not to mention Triple H, one of the best people to make NXT what it is. They're not using him properly. Don't get me started on what's wrong with wrestling today. But yes, kudos to Sasha and Bianca. It's funny that all the people outside notice, but not the people in the industry.
I was very happy. Yes, cha-ching. I was very happy to see this list. Very happy. I wasn't expecting any wrestler, but to have Sasha and Bianca make this list. That is so important. It's important because, like you said, people are recognizing their greatness, what they do inside the ring. Sasha Banks, the best wrestler, the best female wrestler in the world right now, hands down. Yes, she is. And she's always trying to improve her craft. Bianca Belair is the next big star if she hasn't reached that status yet of the WWE. And it's a darn shame what they did to Bianca at SummerSlam. Bianca should still be champion, or I wouldn't have a problem if she would have lost the match within 5-10 minutes instead of a sucker punch. So yes, WWE wants to have Charlotte and Becky be the top two of their brands. When Bianca comes out, gets these huge pops, she is loved by the crowd. Sasha comes out and makes a match that could be a 1-2 star match become a 4 or 5 star match every time she hits the ring. And I'm praying come Royal Rumble and WrestleMania that they are doing the right things with both of these women. I love to see Bianca get the Raw Women's Championship belt back. And the way how things are going on SmackDown, they always have Sasha mentioning Charlotte's name. I got this feeling Sasha's going to win the Rumble and challenge Charlotte at WrestleMania. That's just my feeling. But to be in the top 5 and there are professional wrestlers, that says a lot. And I'm happy for both these women. You mentioned it, WrestleMania, ESPYs, Bianca Belair, Royal Rumble, WrestleMania main event, um, the lone survivor for Survivor Series. What hasn't Bianca done this whole year? So I'm happy for both these women. This is well deserved, and they're still young, in their prime, but still young, and they're going to offer a lot more to this game.
Yo, you are not wrong. Um, it just goes to show you that WWE is so out of touch with everything,
Correct.
with what's going on. But
Yes, sir.
this, you said something that really made a lot of sense. That Sasha wins the Rumble, and she breaks the streak of her WrestleMania losses this year.
It has to happen. 0-6, it has to happen. And to do it against Becky or Charlotte, perfect. Perfect. Now I see you put something up. Let's talk about Ring of Honor Final Battle and Ring of Honor itself. Let me put this up on the screen. What you got there, my brother? What are you showing us?
So basically, this was going on tonight. Ring of Honor Final Battle. It's supposed to be great. We got Jay Leap coming back tonight
That's
to
awesome.
face Jonathan Gresham, which is Jonathan Gresham is great.
Jonathan Gresham is beyond great.
It's a shame that Jonathan Gresham will never get the just due he deserves because of his height.
Right.
Jonathan Gresham is very short, by I think he's like 5'4", shorter than me. But if you've never seen Jonathan Gresham wrestle, oh my God, the guy is amazing. And Jay Lethal, kind of funny. He sounds AEW. How is he on Ring of Honor tonight? Oh, know how? Tony Khan has given his open door policy to let AEW wrestlers help out Ring of Honor tonight. So we might see some things tonight.
When I saw Jay Lethal going back for this event, I had to applaud Tony Khan. Tony Khan does want to work with other organizations, as we have seen. But yeah, to let Jay Lethal go back to where he was the man of Ring of Honor, I am happy about that. But go ahead, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're fine. I just it's one of the main events tonight. We got Dragon Lee and Ray Horace. They're going against each other. Another TV bout. It's going to be great. There's so many, just great cards. The card's great tonight. Who else is going to be there? Oh, Shane Taylor and Kenny King. And by the way, I met Shane Taylor
I've met Kenny King.
Wrestle King.
I've met Kenny King.
And nice guy, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be a good
I think Jay Spade would say something different about that, but go ahead.
it's gonna be a good night. We got champ we got Bandito versus we got what else we got? The women's title. Willow.
Ooh.
Going against Roxy. There's some good cards. There's some good matches tonight. Some good matches tonight.
Awesome.
And look at this. Right here. She wrestled at NYWC, Willow did.
Mm-hmm.
Back a couple months ago. So it's gonna be good tonight. It's live in Baltimore tonight. Check out Fight TV if you guys want to check it out. But guess what? I'm gonna be there live with live updates. So check out the live updates.
Cool.
Yeah.
Ring of Honor. Well, let me answer B. Cannon's question first. Are they going out of business? So B. Cannon, for the time being, yes, they are. They released every wrestler that they had out of their contracts. Now they're gonna try to do something in April, hopefully. But as of right now, this is the last show, Final Battle, Ring of Honor Final Battle. So tune in today. Please tune in today for that show. We said we talk about the memories of Ring of Honor, and I'm gonna go first. I'll let you go second, Tony. So WrestleMania 30, and my friend Daniel Francis, he says you got to go to Ring of Honor wrestling event, and I said, "What's Ring of Honor?" He said, "You don't know about Ring of Honor?" I said, "No, never heard of it." He said, "You have to go to Ring of Honor. Trust me on this. You will love it." So bought a ticket. I got there, saw Daniel. I met Jamal J. Double. I met Brandon Frazier there. I met Brandon Frazier. VK was with us also that night. I met Chad Thibodeau if he's watching. So I met all these guys there. And we go there, we watching the show. But before the show, the wrestlers were lined up to do autographs. And I saw Matt Hardy, and I'm like, what's Matt Hardy doing here? And I saw Maria, took a picture of Maria. I was like, what they doing here at Ring of Honor? They some big time stars. And then I saw Jay Lethal. I'm like, Black Machismo here? What? And then I saw this shirt said Tyler Black. I'm like, who's Tyler Black? And Daniel goes, that's Seth Rollins. I was like, well, goddamn. Okay. So, man, I get in there, and bruh, it was a hell of a show. And let me just tell you who all was a part of this show. Jay Lethal, Matt Hardy, Adam Cole. We talking Rhett Titus, them boys, the Briscoe brothers, Cedric Alexander, ACH, Roderick Strong, Tommaso Ciampa, and not to mention at this time, this guy was because the pop he got was the loudest one out of anybody. And I'm gonna just say what the fans were chanting: "Kill Sting, kill! Kill Sting, kill!" Our modern day now. Well, he is the modern day Kill Sting, kill. Fight Owens, fight Kevin Owens. That's who Kill Sting, kill was. I was just in shock at the wrestling. It was just awesome. My mouth was dropped the whole show. And I fell in love with Ring of Honor ever since that night. 2 years later, went to Dallas with the Ring of Honor, Jay Lethal versus Leo Rush, the Young Bucks versus Motor City Machine Guns. I can go on for days about the talent that was in Ring of Honor that we see on AEW and WWE now. Unbelievable. Shane Taylor, he wrestled Jay Spade at a Ring of Honor event here in New Orleans 2 years ago. But Ring of Honor, when they said they had the best wrestling in the world, to me, they did not lie. It was the truth, and I'm going to miss Ring of Honor. I hope they can come back eventually, make this work, but I will be watching this show. I cannot miss this show. My brother.
You ever heard of a guy named Samoa Joe?
Yes, sir.
How about CM Punk?
Yes, sir.
Bryan Danielson?
Yes, sir.
We're talking like main event WrestleManias. NXT
Yeah.
superstars. Tyler Black, Seth Rollins,
AJ.
AJ Styles.
Yeah.
These are guys who have gone on to do great things. And where they get their big start? Ring of Honor. Ring of Honor, if this is the end, they've had a great run. It's a shame that it's come down to this. COVID has killed a lot of businesses.
Right.
A lot. And this is one of them. Can they bounce back? Can somebody from the outside financially help them? Can maybe a Tony Khan help them out and keep them going? Will Vince McMahon capitalize on this and now put the nail in their coffin? Because Vince doesn't like other talent, other
That's right.
companies flourishing. Ever heard of a company called ECW? So all I can say is this: I don't want to mention all the matches from Ring of Honor because there's so many. Because my era was Samoa Joe, CM Punk, Bryan Danielson, just so many other even Bully Ray made a few appearances there.
That's right. Let's not forget your current Impact World Champion, Moose.
Moose, yeah. Moose. Yeah, so many. The list goes on and on. These guys have all gone on to do great things, and even people just come back like my God, EC3.
Yeah.
EC3. Jay Lethal. Just so many other wrestlers that just look what Grapple Vision says.
Yeah, I'm about to put it up.
The tape library is up for sale. Maybe a conference sends Jay Lethal to Final Battle tonight, but the tape library. I mean, I would love to see AEW take them as like their farm system.
Yeah.
As the elemental,
Yep.
But if this is the end, it'll be history, and I'll be there tonight. So I'm gonna give a shout to POV podcast who they're the ones that pushed me to go tonight. I wasn't gonna go. I don't feel like driving an hour, but I'm gonna suck it up and go just to get you guys a little bit of updates, some content, So
Definitely.
I hate to say it, but rest in peace, Ring of Honor.
Yeah. Hopefully, man, we'll see what happens. Hopefully, they can make a comeback.
One thing I want to say: so if
Go ahead.
Tony Khan and their wrestlers show up, could we see CM Punk tonight?
That'd be wonderful. That'd be wonderful.
What about
Daniel Bryan?
What about Daniel Bryan? What about this? Where's Samoa Joe? Have we seen him? Where is he?
He's out with injury, but yeah, he's been out for a very, very long time.
Has his contract expired? What contract did he sign? Do we even know what he re-signed?
We don't even know what he signed.
Maybe he shows up tonight. Wouldn't that be something?
That'd be great. That'd be great. My brother, next Saturday, are you free? Same time.
I'm not sure because I think I'm going to 2300, the ECW arena. They're having something with Dave LaGreca, Mark Henry. There's a wrestling thing going on. I'm not sure what it is. I don't know if it's MLW or whatever it is. We'll talk. I'll try to make myself available. I think the earlier the better on that day.
All right. So next week, ladies and gents, we're going to try to do our end of the year special show.
Oh,
we're going to give out our awards on who I think was the best wrestler of the year, or who he thinks is the best wrestler, the most up-and-coming star. We're going to do all that type of stuff. And we're also going to try to have a couple of special guests to join us. So we're going to try to make this a good show for y'all to enjoy. But other than that, are you going in day one or the Rumble?
So my plan is to go to both.
Okay.
I haven't got tickets for anything yet, but you know me, I'm a last-minute guy anyway. So
Right.
My plans to go to day one in Atlanta, and Rumble's in Houston, right?
Rumble is in St. Louis.
St. Louis, excuse me, St. Louis.
Yeah.
So my plans to go to both of them. My plans to make every major pay-per-view in 2022.
Okay.
So I'm trying to go to anything major. So if that means Rumble, Mania, SummerSlam, Survivor. This year I made it to Mania, SummerSlam, Survivor Series. I didn't go to the Rumble, of course, because there was nobody at the Rumble. So I made the three majors. I was at All Out. What'd you make this year?
What did I make this year? So definitely
Maybe-
WrestleMania, and then SummerSlam and AEW's Full Gear.
Right. You had a good. You had a good year.
Had a good year. Had a great year.
I did too. I got a good one too. Had a good year. I traveled a lot this year. I did a lot. Between MLW, Ring of Honor, AEW, WWE, New Japan. I've been SmackDown, Raw. I've been moving.
Hold
Dynamite,
on.
Rampage.
We got to stop the show for a second. This
Uh-oh.
guy right here, Nathaniel Araby. This is one of my Taekwondo students right here. And he said he has his tickets for SmackDown. So do I, Mr. Araby. So do I'm glad you're going.
Shout out to Nathaniel Araby because he popped into my room, into my chat, into my stream, and said that you saved him. He subscribed. So Nathaniel, I appreciate that, man. Thank you.
Definitely Nathaniel Araby. Also, Nathaniel Araby is a district champion in Taekwondo. So yes, he is. So props out to my student, Mr. Nathaniel Araby. Thank you, sir, for tuning in.
You said champion? Is he say champion?
He's a district champion.
But you said the word champion.
That's right. I said champion. Yes.
Well, speaking of champions, everybody, in case you guys forgot, I am the one and only YouTube champion. And more importantly, I am the first ever and only TWF World Heavyweight Champion. The one and only Tantalizing Tony is the Tantalizing Wrestling Federation World Heavyweight Champion. And just so you know, it is a federation of one. I'll never lose the title because I'm never medically cleared. Thank you.
Yes, indeed. Oh, man. So everybody that tuned in today, thank y'all for joining us. Please subscribe to our channels. My brother, Tantalizing Tony, that's his channel name. Me, I'm Mr. Steal Your Dibs. So we're going to try to come next Saturday. If not, we'll try to do Sunday. Me and Tantalizing are going to talk. We'll get it out there to you guys. Definitely the end of the year show. Christmas is the following week on a Saturday, so we definitely not doing anything on Christmas. And then day one is the following Saturday. So maybe we'll try for something during the week of that week. We'll see. But as of right now,
are you doing day one?
I'm doing day one and the Rumble. Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I thought I told you that already. Yeah.
I knew you were doing the Rumble, but wow. Yeah. Well, everybody, let's make the announcement. See you at day one.
Boom. See you at day one. Definitely. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So until next week, we'll let you know. I'm your boy, Mr. Steal Your Dibs. That's my brother from another Tantalizing Tony. Make sure y'all stay tantalizing. Also, if you got dibs, protect your dibs. Until next week. Till next week. Peace.